we got 5 more.
Pull it down.
I think you'd be hard pressed to find somebody who fell in love with the sport as early as I did. You know, I started when I was 13, and I think what you find with a lot of people is I started lifting weights because somebody picked on me, or because I wanted to impress girls, or because I wanted to be a better athlete. But I truly love training because I love training.
I don't know how many shows John's done, and not just shows, but he's not a trophy collector. It was pro qualifier, and busted his ass and never cried about placing, never did anything. He did it because he loved training, and he's a family guy that family first, always put them first, and trained because he enjoyed it and liked getting on stage and the camaraderie.
I always used to squat first, and I went in the gym one day and the squat racks were all taken. So I decided to do leg curls first, and then I went over to squat. I was like, holy cow, the squats feel a million times better after doing leg curls first. So I started doing it that way, and my knees felt better, my hips felt better, my legs got bigger. There's just a synergy there. 7, 8, 9, and 30. That's how you get a lot of blood in there. That is a lot of tension. There we go, there we go. Come on, Johnny. There we go. Come on, calf raise.
When you've been in the sport as long as I have, you've made a lot of mistakes. So it's important to me to be able to share some of the things I've learned from mistakes I've made with other people. I'll just give you a classic example. A classic example is people that get involved in this sport get so sucked into it they forget about the people around them. And that can be their friends, that can be their family, it could be their kids, it could be their spouse. And happened to me when I was in my 20s. And so what I tell these people is, you got to stop and think about this. Is the trophy worth losing your friends over, alienating your spouse, alienating your kids? Is it worth that? And oh no, it's not worth it. Okay, then act like it.
He's more of a guy that would fit in the 1970s Gold Gym in Venice, California, where he was cool with everybody in the gym and wanted to shoot the shit backstage, and not the, I keep going to say millennial, but that mentality these days where it's a sprint and I got to get pro, and when I get pro and how many IG followers I can have, and his followers are real. You know, the people that are out there that see substance in somebody, and no bullshit, and he is who he is. So there's just not enough of that. I feel there's maybe a handful or so I'd call them the good guys left in the industry, and there's some good guys I think that are out there, young ones, but they're getting grabbed by bad guys and molded to be instruments for their particular brands or their philosophies, and it's kind of sad.
Well, we're trying to focus on his quad sweep, so I want him to turn his toes out. When you line your foot up like that, and you drop your knee outside your body, you can place a lot more direct emphasis on the outer quad sweep, your fastest lateralis.
The question I get from most people around training is, what do you think holds people back? And I always say, well, what do you think? And they're always like, you would be amazed at how many people say it's overtraining. And I'm like, overtraining? Have you been to a gym lately? You walk in and 9 out of 10 people will be on the same piece of equipment, checking Facebook. And trust me, I love social media too, but I don't sit on a piece of equipment for a half hour and do one set. The biggest thing holding people back is not overtraining, it's probably undertraining.
Everything tight. Come on, John. Walk down tight. Lock it in.
Hold.
Come on, John.
Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now hold it right there. Hold it right there. 5, 4, 3.
Come on, Max.
2,
There we go.
You know, it's trying to teach the younger kids that this is not chemical warfare, and the older guys that feel like that's the only way they can hold on. It's not that either. It's try to get the most out of the least, if that makes sense. Quote unquote supplementation wise, you can do it through hard work and don't. Another thing I tell the young people, while the IG crowd and everything is with this industry, and it's a great industry, and I've made a ton of friends out of it. But learn how to make the industry work in your favor and not you work for the industry.
You know what I really like is mentoring. You know, I get a lot of pros that come to me, and as they get to know me, they're like, yeah, I like your coaching, but man, I really appreciate your mentoring as well. That means I'm making a difference. I'm trying to teach them to not just think in terms of just bodybuilding, but in terms of life.